Hello and welcome to Cooking with Plants. My name is Anja and welcome to my kitchen. So for today's recipe, I'm super excited. I always love my cheesy sauces, and this one today is particularly delicious and quick and easy to make. So it's a creamy cashew cheese sauce. It's 100% vegan, totally plant-based, and it's super delicious. It's fantastic to use with pasta or with potatoes, and it's especially good to use if you're trying to make a vegan mac and cheese. So let's get into the recipe. So for this recipe, I have chopped up a medium onion, and I've also chopped up a stalk of celery, and I'm just going to cook that up. And I don't use oil with my cooking because for heart health reasons, I like to keep my cooking oil free and not inflame my arteries. So what I'm doing here is I've heated up a non-stick fry pan, but you could do this in a pot as well. And it was on a medium to high heat. Just tossing that through a bit. And then if this starts to stick, I've also got just a little bit of vegetable broth, or you could use water. And I'm just going to add little bits of that just to cook it up and stop this from sticking, just like you would with oil. And then just keep cooking this for a couple of minutes, about 2 to 5 minutes. Keep stirring it, add splashes of the vegetable broth as needed. And then once it's softened and cooked through, we're ready for the next stage of the recipe. All right, now that my onions and celery have cooked through, the onions are nice and browned and they smell absolutely amazing. There's just something about cooking up onions and that smell that goes through the house. It always just brings such comfort to the kitchen. Okay, so I'm going to now add this mixture to my blender. I'm also going to add some extra things in here now that are going to make this delicious sauce. So in here I'm adding 1 cup of cashews. These are raw natural cashews. If you don't have a very powerful blender, you might want to soak these just in some water for a few hours or overnight and then drain that off. Give them another rinse off and then put them in here. It just makes it a little bit softer and it'll add to that creaminess, especially if you don't have a powerful blender like I mentioned. Or you could also use blanched almonds instead. That is absolutely delicious too. I'm also adding in 1/3 of a cup of nutritional yeast flakes. Just a dash of white pepper. I just love the taste of white pepper. It's just a little bit more sweet than regular pepper. I'm also adding in 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 1/4 of a cup of vegetable broth or vegetable stock, and 1/2 cup of plant-based milk. So today I'm using soy milk, but you could use cashew milk, oat milk, whichever plant-based milks you like will make this super delicious. Okay, and that's it. So now you just want to blend this up for a minute or two until it's nice and creamy. Okay, this has blended and oh, it is really gooey, thick, delicious. Oh my goodness. The celery, the onion, those flavors, the sweetness from the onion, the saltiness from the celery. This is just so delicious. I really would love for you to give this a try. And if you can, why not come across to my Facebook group and take photos, share what you have created with this sauce. I would love to see that, and I'm sure everyone else in the group would love to see that as well. Yum! It's so good. I'm going to go and make my lunch with this now. So I really hope that you like this recipe, you give it a go. If you like the sound of it, please give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you for the next recipe. Bye for now. Yum, lunchtime.